Well, in related reports, the Kano State Governor Abdullahi Ganduje and other prominent members of the party reacted to the recently introduced Obasanjo's coalition movement after some youths were seen carrying placards registering their displeasure with the group. They say the APC is intact and would never be threatened by anyone, not only in the state, but the country at large. With me in the studio is a political analyst, Ayodele Adewale, to share his thoughts on this. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Well, you've heard it. Governor Ganduje says that Obasanjo's coalition for Nigeria cannot overturn the fortunes of the APC. What's your take on this?
Well, the governor is frankly very, very right. I mean, looking at the composition of the sort, I mean, the third force. I mean, these are people who have tested their hands in power, and likely they have failed. A lot of them have failed, and some of us have also
Would you say Duke failed?
Platform. Yeah, they did fail.
Duke, Donald Duke.
Duke failed. Duke failed.
People will beg to differ on that.
Duke failed, judging from the amount of resources that he got, judging from the aftermath of his stay in office, and what have you. You cannot compare a Duke with an Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, for instance. And
how would you say that Oyinlola fared?
Oyinlola also failed. Looking at what had happened in Osun prior to Governor Aregbesola coming, and when Chief Bisi Akande was there. So you have to look at their level of performance, you understand? There's a saying that, show me your friend, and I'll tell you who you are. And I've carefully looked at some of the characters that are in the third force, and some of them we've actually worked together on some other platforms. And I know the capacity of many of these people. It's beyond the talking. It's about you doing what you say.
Well, former President Obasanjo has said the coalition is a movement of the people to defeat the APC and the PDP. Is that feasible? Can it happen?
I would have thought that they would say to defeat poverty, to defeat maladministration, to defeat unemployment, not to defeat a party. You understand?
It does apply. I mean,
it's not applicable. The agenda is not applicable. The agenda is to try to defeat a structure that is doing well. You understand? They might not have done well 100%, but judging from when they also were principal actor or actors in the political stage, they have done quite better than them.
All right. This movement was inaugurated about last week. Do you think it is independent and not just reeling out Obasanjo's script as they have asserted?
What you're seeing is a masquerade. There are players inside of those masquerade. The masquerade will soon unveil itself, and you're going to see that it is not a social network. It's a political organization.
They never claimed to be a social network.
You're going to see. No, it's a social network. So I listened to the interview. They are telling us that it's a networking thing. I listened to what Jai Gaskia said.
Okay.
You understand? Many of us emanated from the civil society. And when we're talking about social networking, we know what we're saying. You understand? But I'm telling you that it is beyond what they're saying. They are still going to unveil the mascara.
All right, cool. How much of an impact do you think this third force, as it is being called, will make in terms of serving as opposition come the 2019 elections?
In terms of age, you will say I'm young. In terms of interaction with many of these players, I would say I'm quite old in association and in the Nigerian political activity in contemporary times. I know the capacity of many of these people that are saying all of these things. And I know when you give them power, they are going to poo-poo the process.
The movement actually calls for the youth to take over leadership. So how do you explain them being against this and registering their displeasure with the...
I do agree to a certain extent, that the youth must take charge of affairs of this country. And I do also agree to a process where the youth will take charge of the affair, judging from pre-independence to post-independence, even to the middle era in the Second Republic, as the case may be. But again, the fault started in 1979 when Chief Awolowo was acclaimed to be the winner of that election.
Well, that's if Awolowo
had been the president of Nigeria, we would not be where we are today. I'm very sure of that, because Nigeria, under Awolowo's idea already had a television station before France, before Germany. Nigeria, had already gotten a university that was doing well. We were on agro-based development, not oil. But the same man that is clamoring from this truncated that process in 1979 and debar us, particularly Nigerian youth, from enjoying what Nigeria would have provided for us. And they are coming many years after, instead of them to take the back seat, sit down and watch TV and see what the youth will do. They are now coming in front. I looked at their lineup. There is only one person I can call a youth in their whole lineup, and yet you want to give power to the youth.
Well, Awolowo is known as the best president Nigeria never had. Ayodele Adewale, political analyst, thank you for joining me on TVC
Thank you for
Media
having
News.
me.
Well, that's it on the news this hour. For more, you can visit our website. That's at tvcnews.tv, and also join the conversation on our social media platforms using the handle @TVC News NG. Thank you for watching. I am Fadishola Shotima.